Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Airtable record from Slack channel message. So here I am managing a marketing team of an organization and we are using Slack as a communication platform. Now in order to streamline the process of task management to all my team members, I am using Slack and my objective is that whenever a new message will be received as the task alert on my Slack channel message, automatically a record should be created of all the task details such as the title of the task, the description, due date, etc. in Airtable systematically. So in order to automate this entire process, I will have to set up a connection between Slack and Airtable, and that we are going to do without any coding and programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So in this video, I am going to show you that how we can systematically record our Slack messages on Airtable. So here I am managing a marketing team for a company and I wanted to streamline our task management process. We use Slack for daily communication and I noticed that many of our tasks were being discussed and assigned in our channels. To make task tracking more efficient, I decided to automate the creation of Airtable records from Slack channel messages. So here my objective is that whenever the team leads are going to send the message related to the new task for assigning to that marketing team, then automatically the record of all the task details such as the task title, the assigning team, the description, the due date, etc. should be recorded systematically in the columns of my Airtable database. And how we are going to automate this entire process? For that we will have to set up a connection between Slack and Airtable, and that we are going to do without any coding and programming skills with the help of this amazing software that is Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect helps us to automate all our repetitive tasks without any coding and programming skills, simply with the help of setting up connections between our work applications. So with the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to set up the connection between my Slack channel and Airtable. So let's get started quickly. Here we are currently on the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, you can just click on sign in to log into your account directly. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It is going to create a free new account for you in just 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you will be receiving 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. Currently, because I am already an existing user, so I am going to click on sign in directly. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create our automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And now it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we will find all our workflows which we have created. And to save the same workflows, we can also create different folders on our dashboard like I have created, as you can see. Now to create a new workflow, we are going to click on this button, create workflow. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to our workflow. So first of all, I'm going to give a name over here. So here I have given the name create Airtable record from Slack channel message. After giving it, now here I am going to select the folder for saving this workflow. You can see I have a list of folders over here because I am creating this automation to manage my task efficiently. Therefore, I am going to select the automations for task management folder which I have created. Then I am going to click on create, and as we have done that, you will see that a new screen is open in front of us. It contains two extremely important windows. First is the trigger and the other is action. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now, let's suppose here my objective is that whenever a new message will be received on my Slack channel, then automatically a record of that message should be added in my Airtable database. So for that, I'm going to take Slack in my trigger step and Airtable in action. So when we are going to set up the connection between these applications, we will clearly see that actions are going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the Slack message is received, then only the record will be added in Airtable, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the workflow, first of all, we'll go towards our trigger step and we will select our trigger application. So our trigger application over here will be Slack. Let's quickly select that. After selecting the application, then we have to select the trigger event as well. So trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or it is going to start. So here, because my objective is that whenever a new message will be received on my Slack channel, then I want to capture the response. So new message will be my trigger event over here. So this means that whenever a new message will be received on my Slack channel, automatically the response will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. Now we are going to set up the connection between Slack and Pabbly Connect. For this you have to log into your Slack account already, and then you have to click on this connect button. As we have done that, for building this connection, we have two options: add new connection and select existing connection. In case if you already have an existing connection, you can also go with that. But because I'm going to create a new connection, so I'm going to go with add new connection option. Then here for doing it, we have to click on connect with Slack. It is asking us the token type, that what is the type of your token. Basically here we have two options, user or bot. It is given in the instructions as well. You have to identify which token you have to enter. So for that we are going to click on this hyperlink learn more, which is going to take us towards Pabbly forum page. Over here on Pabbly forum page, when you will scroll down, you will find all the instructions which are given in order to select token type as user or bot. So if you are using user as your token type, then you can perform following functions such as add star, remove star, invite a user to a channel, send private channel message with or without image, add reminder, and etc. But in case if you are using bot as your token type, then you can perform following functions such as send channel message with or without image, send direct message, get user by ID, etc. Because my objective is that whenever the message will be sent on my Slack channel, then I want to capture the response. So bot will be my token type over here. Okay, so I'm going to enter bot over here. Then after doing it, we'll simply click on save. And now as we have done that, you can see Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access my Slack account and my Slack workspace. So my data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on allow fearlessly. As we have done that, you can see that the authorization has become successful and the connection between Slack and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. So now we have to move forward towards selecting the channel. When the message will be received on which of the specific channel you want to capture the response. So you have to select your specific channel over here. The name of my channel is Pabbly Connect Teamwork. So I'm going to select the same over here. Pabbly Connect Teamwork. Okay, as we have done that, now we are going to click on save and send test request button to capture the response. But before that, I have to tell you one more important thing, that you can see 10 minutes is given in front of Slack. That means Slack is based on 10 minutes of polling time. So whenever a new message will be received on Slack channel, after 10 minutes it is going to be captured inside Pabbly Connect. Polling time is actually the time which Pabbly Connect is going to take for capturing the new response every time. Because we have 10 minutes, so after 10 minutes the response will be captured. So now when we are going to click on save and send test request button, we are not going to receive a new response, but we are going to receive the latest message or the last message which was added on our Slack channel. So this is the message which was sent on my Slack channel, as you can see, through demo user. This is the task alert message. When I'm going to click on the save and send test request button, I'm going to receive the response of this particular message only. Okay, so I'm going to click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, you can see that the message is received. So in this message, here we have the user ID, that who has sent this message. Here we have the message, entire message, as you can see. Okay. And also we have received some other details. This means that the connection is absolutely successful. Now, whenever a new message will be received on my Slack channel, automatically after 10 minutes, it will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. As I have received this message, my objective is to create a record of it in my Airtable database. So how am I going to do that? For doing this, I will have to simply set up the connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect. But before that, because here you can see I have separate columns for each of the details, such as task title, description, assignee, and the due date. And here in the response, I have received the entire details in a single message. So I will have to fetch out the details one by one from this entire message, such as task title, assignee name, the description, and the due date separately. And for doing that, here in my action step, I will have to use text formatter. So we will go towards our action step. Our action application over here will be text formatter by Pabbly. Let's select that quickly. Then we have to select the action event. So our action event over here will be text parser. With the help of text parser, I'm going to parse out the details which I want from the message separately. So here I'm going to select text parser. Then we'll click on connect. Now here, as we have done that, the connection is built. Because text formatter is the inbuilt feature of Pabbly, so the connection is built very easily. Now we are going to move forward, and here it is asking us the text which you want to format. So my objective is to format the message which I have received from Slack channel. So instead of entering it manually, what I will do, I will simply map this message. Here I have my previous response and here we have all the details. This is the message which I want to format. So I will simply select it and it is mapped. Okay, so when I have mapped this data, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. So now whenever a new message will be received through Slack, automatically, because I have mapped this message in the text field, it will be replaced, okay, with a new message of that new response. Now in this way, we are going to automate the entire process. Instead of it, when we are going to enter the details manually, if I will enter the message manually over here by copy and pasting, then it will become static and then it is not going to replace. Therefore, the workflow will get stuck then, okay? Then we'll move forward. It is asking us the text match after and the text match before. So text match after means that the data which you want is given after which particular text. So first of all, I want the title of the task. And you can see the title is given after title colon and it is given before assignee colon. So what I will have to do, first of all, I'm going to enter text match after, that is title colon. And then here I'm going to use the text match before field, that will be assignee colon. So I'm going to enter assignee colon, and because I've entered these details manually, so it has become static and now it is not going to replace. So here I have fixed a specific format to be sent on my Slack channel whenever the team members are going to assign a task. So whenever I'm going to receive a message, it will be in the given same format only. Okay, I will have a title, assignee and the description. So therefore I have entered the text match after and before manually. Okay, then we are going to click on save and send test request button and we will see that the response will be captured. So in this response here we have received the exact title of the task. Okay, now in the similar manner I want to fetch out the description, due date and the assignee as well. So I will simply clone this step. So here I will simply click on this 3 dots and over here we have the option of clone step. So we are going to clone the step quickly. The step is clone. So now what we have to do, we just have to change the text match after and text match before. Now the next I want is the assignee. So the assignee is given after assignee colon and before description colon. So here I'm going to enter assignee and then I'm going to enter the text match before as description. Alright, then when I'm going to click on save and send test request button, you can see that here I have received the assignee, that is marketing team. In the similar manner, once again, I'm going to clone the step for fetching out the description as well. Now here I'm going to fetch out the description. So the description is given after description colon and you can see it is given before the due date. So here I'm going to enter description and then in text match before I'm going to enter due date. Alright, we'll click on save and send test request button. And you can see here we have received the entire description of the task. Then finally, I'm going to fetch out the due date as well. So the due date is given after due date colon and before please. So here I'm going to simply enter due date and here I'm going to enter please let me know. Okay, as I told you that because I have fixed the format of the message which is going to be sent for task alerts on my Slack channel, therefore format will be same each time and that is the reason I have entered these details such as text match after and before manually. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request button once again and here I have received the date. Now by using the responses which I have received, I am going to add the record in my Airtable database. For that now I have to set up the connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect. So we'll move back and we'll click on this add action step button. And now in our action application, I'm going to select Airtable. Then we have to select the action event that will be create record. Okay. Then I'm going to click on connect to set up the connection. For building this connection, as you can see, I am already logged into my Airtable account. I will simply click on add new connection and I will click on connect with Airtable. And you can see Pabbly Connect is requesting Airtable access. So here we are going to provide the access for our Airtable bases. Here we'll click on this add a base button and you can see we have to select all current and future bases in all current and future workspaces over here. Then we'll click on grant access. So I'm providing the access of all my workspaces and the bases which I have in my Airtable account. Okay. As we have done that, the authorization has become successful and the connection between Airtable and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. So now we have to move forward quickly. Here we have to select the base name. So the base is new task. I'm going to select the same over here. New tasks. Okay. Then when we have selected the base name, we have to select the table name as well. So the table number is table 1 because I only have one table over here. It is already selected. Then here we have to enter the task title, the description, assignee, due date, and etc. All the columns which we have in our Airtable database. So let's start with the title. So we have already fetched out the details such as task title, description, due date, etc. from Slack message with the help of text formatter. One by one we will map these details. Here first of all we want to map the title. So this is the title. I have mapped that. Then I'm going to map the description. Then we have the assignee name. So here we have the assignee team. Then here I have the due date. So I'm going to map the due date as well. Alright, here we have to simply click on save and send test request button now. And you can see that the response is received. So here we have received the ID of the response. That means the data is successfully recorded in our Airtable database. So I'm going to take you over there. And here I'm going to refresh this page once. And you can see that systematically the record is created over here. Here I have the title. In the title column, here I have the description, the assignee, and the due date. In this way, the record is created systematically. This means that the connection is absolutely successful between Slack and Airtable. So now whenever I'm going to receive a new message on my Slack channel, automatically that message will be recorded in systematic format in my Airtable database. So here, all this process is going to be automated because we have created this amazing workflow, as you can see, without any coding and programming skills. So I hope you have understood the entire workflow and the automation is helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.